They are bracing for the impact of President Biden's oil drilling ban on federal land. We've talked a lot about New Mexico because it's one of the hardest hit states by this order, as its economy is dependent on the industry. It provides funding, as a matter of fact, that can be used to pay for education and other services. And third-generation oilman Mark Murphy knows about this. He joins us now, Strata Production Company's president and owner. And when we've talked with you and others, Mark, in the industry before, we focused, I think, on the industry itself. But what about these kind of knock-on effects? How big a deal is this for the state of New Mexico, and what else is at stake here?
Well, it's great to be back with you. Thank you for having me. It's hugely important to our state. Current estimates are that we are going to lose about $1.5 billion as a result of these decisions. Putting that in perspective, that's about 20% of the state budget. It's a large percentage of our education budget. It impacts everything up and down the line, from small businesses on Main Street to our local fire departments and first responders. It is a huge deal in New Mexico generally, and it's certainly a very big deal in the major producing regions of the state, being the Northwest and the Southeast, where we operate in the Permian Basin. We're looking at a loss of 62,000 jobs. These are, blue-collar, high-paying, good benefit jobs. Many of them are union jobs. We rely on the unions for many of our valves and making our pipe and so forth. Many of them are related to small businesses. And so it's having a huge impact. We're already beginning to see, for those that can leave, they're leaving.
Right. I think, a couple things come up. Number one, people might say that maybe New Mexico itself sounds harsh, but maybe New Mexico should have focused on diversifying its economy a little bit in the past. But this has happened already, and now you're dealing with real people in the present. So what do you do about this if it does become reality? I mean, I think last time you were on, we talked, you can't just shift things on the dime so easily. It's not so, making a transition to other industries will be painful, right? I mean, what's the plan, I wonder?
Well, and that's really the problem. I don't think there is a plan. I think this is a political decision. I listened to your previous segment with Mr. Forbes, and he talked about the fact that they are making decisions without any science or facts. And that's clearly the situation here, because all of the previous studies, there was recently one by the U.S. Energy Information Agency, and it basically said that if they do this, it's going to be the transfer of $1 trillion overseas. And it's basically going to result in higher emissions, because this oil is going to be produced in other countries, and it's going to be refined and processed in other countries. But it's going to be done so under less robust and rigorous environmental laws. And so it's basically costing people their livelihoods, costing the country $1 trillion, and resulting in higher emissions. All of my experience in how policy is made is you typically you do your science and facts first, right? You pull together scientists, experts, you do a peer-reviewed study, you get buy-in from all the stakeholders, which would include, in this case, those of us out in these communities and at least our state officials. And then you come up with, okay, what is a way to transition out of one policy to another? Well, this administration clearly hasn't done that. And this type of knee-jerk reaction, ass-backwards approach to national policy is just devastating and is really short-sighted.
We're going to have to leave it there for today, Mark, but I think one of the things we should keep an eye on here, and you know the state from operating in it for so long business-wise, is what the political impact of these decisions will be, because New Mexico is a blue state. Joe Biden, the president, won New Mexico, and you wonder what if there's a price to pay there politically. It'd be something to watch. But, Mark, it's good to see you again, Mark Murphy, there in New Mexico, an issue we will continue, no doubt, to follow up. Now,